Franklin TV presents Franklin Girls Hockey, and tonight from Pirelli Veterans Arena, the Franklin Panthers welcome the Algonquin Titans. An intriguing non-league contest is on tap here at the Vet. Franklin enters the contest with a record of 4-5-1. They're 1-2 in Hockomock League play. Meanwhile, the opposition tonight in Algonquin enters steamrolling opponents at the moment with a 5-1-1 record. In pretty good form, no doubt about that, are the Titans. And the connection between these two teams, despite being non-league opponents, they met actually in the season opener. Back in December, these two teams squared off at Algonquin, and that was a thrilling contest. In fact, a 4-4 tie as these two teams shared the spoils. And so we'll see if anything has to give tonight in a rematch of that season opener between Franklin and Algonquin. And outside of these two teams squaring off in the season opener, there are also other common opponents that these two teams have. In fact, as we take a look at the respective schedules for these teams, Franklin and Algonquin have both faced Longmeadow as well as King Philip. Algonquin against Longmeadow won 5-4 and also defeated King Philip 3-2. Franklin, on the other hand, against Longmeadow fell 4-1 and fell 1-0 to King Philip. The Panthers have won 2 out of their last 4 games, so a bit of an inconsistent spell at the moment for the Panthers at this point of the season, as they, after that 4-1 loss to Longmeadow, defeated Dedham 3-2, and then won against the Hockomock Stars in a league game 7-1 in dominant fashion. However, they suffered a 3-1 defeat most recently at Dedham. So they've played Dedham in 2 of their last 3 games, sharing the spoils there with 1 win and 1 loss. So another circumstance of a rematch between the Panthers and the Titans. Franklin is led by head coach Mike Lubin, his first year in charge, of course. Meanwhile, leading the way for Algonquin is Tina Bokemen. So Bokemen in charge for the Titans as the teams warm up and the sound system decides to screech. Well, don't know how that went through on the TV side of things, but certainly here in the arena, that was quite jarring as they tried to get the sound system working. That sound system has been an issue actually throughout the season, and it seems like that continues to be the case. But yeah, we're about 2 minutes and 40 seconds from puck drop, or warm-up time anyways, as the two teams prepare to get underway. I am Sam Reese with you, happy to bring you the action. Chris Flynn is our hard-working producer and camera operator for tonight's game. And so the horn sounds, which means we're moments away from puck drop here at Pirelli Veterans Arena. Sam Reese with you. It's Franklin against Algonquin here at Pirelli Veterans Arena just after a 6:30 puck drop on this Tuesday night. Franklin wearing their traditional white colors with light blue numbers, and then Algonquin on the other hand in their maroon uniforms with brown numbers and lettering. So it looks like they have the sound system working, perhaps, so they're going to give it a go at introducing the lineups. We'll take a listen in, and then I'll relay all that information for you as we get ready for the starters.
On defense, number 20, on defense, number 15, and
All right, well, they gave it a try on the sound system. Credit to them. A bit of a muffed sound system there as they announced the starting lineups. And trust me, I've dealt with those troubles as well. Now we'll have the playing of our national anthem. No, we won't. So there you go. No anthem. We're going to get right to it. Credit to them for giving it a go. That sound system has been an issue throughout the season, well, multiple seasons now, as we get ready for the opening puck drop here from Pirelli Veterans Arena. It's the Franklin Panthers and the Algonquin Titans. A reminder, as I mentioned earlier, these two teams met in the very first game of the season, and that was a 4-4 tie. In fact, that was just one of two games, that Algonquin hasn't won this season. They boast a 5-1-1 record, and they have been in good form as of late. Algonquin defeating a familiar opponent for Franklin and King Philip in their last contest. That was a 3-2 victory. The Panthers, on the other hand, coming off of a 3-1 loss at Dedham. So we're ready to drop the puck. Franklin going from left to right in this opening period of play across your screen. Algonquin going from right to left. And we're almost ready. Looks like something was left on the ice that Lindsay Atkinson takes care of, and she'll be the one in the draw going against Josie Sarno, the freshman, and we're underway here from the vet. 3 15-minute periods, off we go, and Algonquin right away into the attacking zone. Franklin looking to clear. Losing a stick was Sarno. Now it's behind the Franklin net with Shaw Downing. Into the far corner, Emily Johns. Johns is a junior. Just like Franklin, Algonquin with a variety of both upperclassmen and underclassmen. And that's the first save of the night for Izzy Brown as she snatches that one out of thin air. 31 seconds into this contest. Face off to the left of Brown. Dana Stott trying to dig it out with a skate, and she does so successfully. Unable to clear was Dennett. Now moved along the boards and ahead by Stott, out through center. Nice stick lift there to gain possession by Dana Stott. Stott picks it up in center. Tries to gain the line, but loses control. Kept in by Greco. Greco lost possession, and Hurley delivers the hit. Crowd liking that physical play from Molly Hurley early on in this one. Fighting forward is Lindsay Atkinson. Julia Flynn took a spill, and it comes all the way back to the netminder, Izzy Brown. Atkinson, deflected pass, intercepted at center ice, and now brought back the other way. A one-on-one, and the wristers wide. That shot coming from Betsy Bertonazzi. Bertonazzi is a sophomore. Now it comes back for Dennett. Dennett ahead for Wernig. Gaining the line, but losing possession was Atkinson. Atkinson fights back for the puck, and she wins it. She'll elevate that off the boards and feed it down low. She also took a spill. Appears to be okay after that. Oh, and that's a nice takeaway. Greco, not the best control. Couldn't quite get the shot away. And now Algonquin the other way. Here come the Titans, and it's a foot race between Demolke and Greco. Downing had the puck for a moment. Algonquin wins it back, centering pass, Brown the save. From point-blank range, Izzy Brown makes the stop. It's end-to-end action early on. Molly Hurley coast to coast. Her drive is saved, and that will be covered up for the whistle. In goal, by the way, for the Titans is senior Caitlin Matthews. Matthews donning the C, the captain of this Algonquin team. And that puck exits the zone. Back to it is Hannah Auer. Auer on second try gets it up the wall. One back by the Titans. Great control by Lainey Colley. She's just a freshman. Over on the far side, it's picked up by Catherine Jordan. Jordan closed down by Haggerty, and we have a delayed offside. Play continues. Auer looking for Colley. Helping her out is Maddie O'Brien. It's behind the net now, and Algonquin picks it up. Franklin doing well, winning those 50-50 pucks early on. However, here come the Titans again. Entering through the slot is Albanese. Albanese trying to get one on frame, couldn't do so. Her effort was blocked. Second try, parried aside by the stick of Izzy Brown. That second opportunity came from Emily Johns. Moved out by O'Brien. She'll go off for a change. And Franklin could be left exposed. Algonquin sees a chance and takes it. However, the shot flashes wide. Unable to hit the target was Johns. Sarno across the line from the slot. It's a low drive, and Brown is there to cover. Lauren O'Malley, the sophomore, with the drive from the high slot. A fast-paced start to this one. We've played 4 minutes, 12 seconds, still scoreless at the Vet. Sent in deep by Haley Wernig, and that's good for an icing, as the face-off will come back into the Franklin zone. Battle for possession, Nina Iannuzzi clears. It ends up with O'Malley at center ice. That pass right to the stick of Iannuzzi. Shaw Downing now. Indirect feed. Taken back by the Titans. Moved forward by Bertonazzi. And now DeMolke enters through the left wing. DeMolke, great centering pass, but not a clean collection by Bertonazzi in the slot. Franklin will dump it in and make a line change. 5 minutes played, 0-0. Breaking out is Biagini. Biagini, I beg your pardon. Biagini over on the right wing and has it stripped away in the corner by Colley. Second chance from distance, missed the target. It's the right idea. Spinning through is O'Brien. And now Algonquin right back to the end boards. They'll make a change themselves as Franklin works out of their end. Tapped out wide for O'Brien. And now the Titans breaking out. Low shot and snagged there by Izzy Brown, who gloves it and makes it look easy. Whistle sounds, 6 minutes gone. Izzy Brown has been a key feature of this team for 2 seasons now. She was the starter last year as a freshman, only just a sophomore, and it seems like she makes big saves game in, game out for the Panthers. Here's Downing. She motors through the slot, through the neutral zone, I should say, and into the slot. High shot, saved there by Matthews. Downing, probably the fastest player on the ice, and you can say that in almost any game, no matter who the opponent is. This comes back to Downing in the Franklin end. Calling for it on this near side is Warnig, and Downing gets it to her. Warnig couldn't connect with Atkinson. Atkinson gives chase to the far corner. Algonquin out through the neutral zone. Greco taps it into some open ice. Greco trying to move it to the forehand, and it was knocked loose as she made the move. This puck, will it make it all the way down? Yes. So an icing call, as that puck just had enough pace on it to get down to the goal line. 7 minutes played. Still deadlocked are the Franklin Panthers and the Algonquin Titans. These two teams met in the season opener at Algonquin, a 4-4 tie. Here's a centering pass that was elevated and went just beyond the stick of Bridget Haggerty. And under some pressure here is Dennett. A collision course as Algonquin comes away with possession. Shot through traffic, blocked by Lainey Colley. Colley gets tripped up. Algonquin still with it in the Franklin zone. That effort wide from Sarah Albanese. Now behind the net, the Titans trying to maintain possession. Fighting for it is Johns. Moves it up to the left point. A drive, save, rebounds loose, and the puck is to the left of the post. It's still loose in the crease and covered up by Izzy Brown. I have no idea where that puck ended up, but it did not cross the line. Absolute mayhem inside of the goal crease. And I don't believe that was, oh, are we going to have a penalty shot? Yes, we will. So a penalty shot has been awarded to Algonquin. So amidst that chaos, there was a penalty that occurred. The referee was on it. And so here we go. It'll be Emily Johns, the junior, with the penalty shot opportunity. A one-on-one, Johns against Brown. Who will prevail? Just past the midway point of period one. The official, one of them, just conferring with the scorekeeper to make sure they have the right player penalized. I'm honestly not sure who committed the penalty there. There was so much going on in the crease, but a penalty shot has indeed been awarded to the Algonquin Titans. So here we go, a long wait there for Emily Johns. She's been standing there in the center circle for over a minute. Here she goes, full speed ahead. Johns in with a chance, makes a move, and a kick stop by Izzy Brown. She turns it aside with the left pad. Johns appeared to have just lost the handle a little bit as she made one last move at the edge of the crease over to the right side, and Izzy Brown with great focus to turn it away. And after a golden chance for Algonquin, Izzy Brown keeps them off the board. It stays 0-0. Franklin wins the face-off. Flynn took a spill. And let's see how both teams respond after that penalty shot opportunity for Algonquin. Downing will rattle it to the near corner. That'll go all the way around to the far side, where it's kept in by Nina Iannuzzi. Now flipped out. Moving it ahead is Emily Johns, who just missed the penalty shot. Johns behind the Franklin net, and that was a heavy collision as Johns fell on top of Downing. The officials letting them play. We continue. Atkinson. It was jammed for a moment. Now she pries it loose. Ahead it goes for Warnig. Warnig into the center circle with Flynn, and now Franklin will make a change. They'll have to do it quickly. Down the left wing, it's Demolke. Bryn Demolke hits the brakes. A dangerous centering pass all the way through to the right circle, and Izzy Brown makes another save. It was a real good look from Olivia Bauer, the senior for Algonquin. Now about 6 minutes remaining in the opening period. Demolke in the far corner. Moved ahead by Tana Stott. Hurley. Everyone is onside. Hurley centers, broken up nicely. Swooping in was Demolke, or else it could have been a chance for Franklin in front of goal. Now at the other end, that is just wide on the effort by Brenna Joyce. Bouncing puck, Greco has it, and we have a whistle. And I'm not sure what the reason is for that whistle. Perhaps a hand pass, maybe a puck was played by a high stick. Either way, the faceoff's coming back in the Franklin zone. It's won by the Panthers. Moving down the left wing is Haggerty. Haggerty has two options to her right. Went for the shot. That was blocked. Recollects. It's loose in the slot. Now out to Downing. Downing hit a teammate. Now it falls to Haggerty, and her efforts denied. A nice block and takeaway by Sarah Albanese. Albanese, dangerous pass, rebound chance, and Brown with another save. In fact, multiple saves, as she denied China Bravo from point-blank range. Five minutes on the dot remaining in the first period. And it's a chance right away. The shot deflected off the stick of Dennett. In the end, no harm done for Franklin. And look at this speed from Julia Flynn. Flynn, reverse backhand. The centering pass leads to a shot just over the bar from Atkinson. Another chance in front. Making the save was Matthews. On the forecheck, it was Haley Warnig who delivered the blow to Josie Sarno. Oh, that's a great diagonal pass to some open ice. Here's Maddie Glynn. Glynn lost it in the far corner. Now Sarno tried to pass it out in front and hit the side of the net. That was kept in the zone just barely. Weaving through traffic and having her shot blocked was O'Malley. And countering the other way is Molly Hurley. Hurley from distance, save made by the right shoulder of Matthews, it appeared. Nice kick pass, Avery Greco with it. Tight angle shot, and that's gloved by Matthews. Up and down, back and forth action here at Pirelli Veterans Arena. The only thing we haven't had in this period is a goal. It's delivered in every other aspect. And we've got a whistle for a hand pass, I believe. The official on the near side made that call. The one further away from the action. Wow, so that's going to bring the face-off all the way back to the Franklin end. Because that hand pass was played by a Franklin player, it appears. Panthers win it. Here is Hurley. Hurley down the right wing. Nice physical play by Hurley. Not kept in. Downing lost it at the right point, and it could lead to an opportunity the other way. Joyce makes a move, shoots short side, and it was just wide as another chance occurred at the other post. And somehow Algonquin doesn't score. Franklin icing the puck with 3:10 left in the period. I wasn't joking when I said we've got end-to-end action here. Atkinson against Bravo. It's It's won by Algonquin, but intercepted in the slot by Wernick. A beautiful move by Julia Flynn. The talented sophomore has a chance, shoots, and a glove saved by Matthews. No one won the puck originally, as that just dropped right at the dot for a moment. Atkinson eventually won it. It's redirected by Flynn. Save made. The puck still loose. Makes its way to the far corner, and Algonquin clears momentarily. That's deflected into the air and now battled for along the boards. Pass cross ice in an open area for Glynn. However, she was shut down quickly. Back to Hannah Auer. Auer will swing it around. Wernig will just send it the length of the ice, and this will be an icing call. .2:10 left in the period here on Franklin TV. You're watching Franklin girls varsity hockey on this Tuesday evening. Non-league matchup. Algonquin wins the face-off. However, Stott wins it back. It's Hurley for the Panthers. Molly Hurley had it caught between her skates. Still with Franklin. Hurley centered it. No one there for Franklin. And now Iannuzzi trying to keep it in. Franklin will have to tag up before re-entering. Iannuzzi, cross ice. Coming away with it is Demolke. Demolke makes a move in the circle. Now cycles high, drive from distance, blocked by the right leg of Dana Stott. Oh, and that could be dangerous. It was just beyond the stick of Biagini, and what could have been a potential breakaway opportunity for Biagini instead results in an icing. If that pass was just a bit more accurate, it could have been quite the opportunity for the Titans. Instead, the face-off back in Algonquin zone. Franklin wins it. Out it comes to center. Auer is there. Inside the final minute of period one. That pass all the way to the far corner, and that'll be icing. So the last couple of icings from Algonquin, the most recent one coming from Josie Sarno, haven't been intentional by any means. They have been attempted passes that have just been errant ones, making their way all the way down to the end boards. Franklin wins the draw. That puck kept in the zone. Nice save at the blue line by Lindsay Dennett. Is there one last chance before the period comes to a close? There it is. And covering up is Matthews. Haley Wernig sent one on frame. 28 seconds left now. And this is immediately cleared down ice by Algonquin. A lot of speed here, and the shot is over the bar. And a penalty will be called. That was a bizarre sequence because a Franklin player collided with Brown. That led to the goal going off its stakes. An Algonquin player, I believe that was Casey Hodge, sent in a shot from the left wing that seemingly crossed the line. But two things, the whistle was already blown by the official and the goal was out of place. So a lot to decipher, and the whistle was blown because of the penalty assessed to Franklin, and it will go against Lindsay Dennett. So that'll be our first, this will be our first power play of the game. We did have that penalty shot. This will be the first power play for either team as Dennett goes to the box, and an immediate chance wide of the net. Algonquin has 12 seconds left in the period. Cross ice feed, chance from the left circle, redirected, and Brown lays out to cover the puck. Six seconds left now in the period. An immediate shot again from Algonquin goes just wide. Second chance off the side netting, and Franklin in that moment probably fortunate to hear the buzzer sound as we reach the end of the opening period. So we've played 15 minutes here at Pirelli Veterans Arena. No score between Franklin and Algonquin. Algonquin will still be on the power play for a minute 42 more once the second period gets underway. We'll have about a 5-minute break, probably less than that. No ice cleaning. The Zamboni won't come on here between the first and second period. So a very quick break. I'll step aside for a quick moment. We'll keep it here with the pictures. Make sure you stick around here on Franklin TV. The start of the second period is minutes away. And we are back. Start of the second period here on Franklin TV, and right away, a puck heads towards Caitlin Matthews. Remember, Franklin shorthanded here to begin the second period. No score between the Panthers and the Titans. Julia Flynn met DeMolke against the boards, and now here's a chance all the way in. Went, I believe, China Bravo, and Izzy Brown denied her from just a few feet away. Algonquin trying to capitalize here on the power play. This is moved ahead by Olivia Bauer. Now it comes to the left wing, tapped away by Downing. However, she lost it. Now trying to win it back is Shaw Downing, and she does so. Kept in the offensive zone by Glenn. Glenn to the left wing. The drives blocked in front. Getting a stick to it was Nina Iannuzzi. Now a second try from the right point, and that was easily dealt with by Brown. Bauer with the shot. Just 22 seconds left on the power play. Another block shot by the Panthers, trying to kill it off here with time running down. Here's another chance. Brown, another stop. And now Franklin will clear it the length of the ice. No icing as the power play had about 1 second left. Out of the box goes Lindsay Dennett, and we're back to even strength. Iannuzzi stepped up. That leaves Downing by herself on defense. She has it stripped away. Backhand chance. Brown says no. Another great save. That shot came from Brenna Joyce, and there was a big collision right along the blue line. Looks like Greco was involved. She's right back to her skates, appears to be all right. And another tumble, this time in the far corner, as Hurley went down. There's the shot, just wide of the net. All the way down it goes before it found Brown. Hour swept in, and a whistle. Not sure why. So there appears to be some confusion on the benches as well as to what that whistle was all about. And it's because we have a penalty. So the only thing... So I missed what the official said there. The only thing I can think of it was it was too many players on the ice as Algonquin was making a change. Can't really get any confirmation of that. However, it is Biagini going to the box. So Franklin with their first power play of the game. Can they take advantage? Over to Flynn. Flynn circles around. Julia Flynn into the circle, and a pad save by Matthews. Algonquin breaking the other way, shorthanded. Emily Johns all the way to the left corner, and ultimately lost it behind the Franklin net. Atkinson, nice outlet pass for Flynn. Holding at the line to stay onside was Stott. And Franklin has it taken away. It's a 2-on-1 breaking out. Cross-ice pass in the slot. Another save by Brown. As the whistle finally blows, Emily Johns had the chance, and quite frankly, she just didn't quite get clean control of that puck. Face off to the left of Brown. Hurley, a good find for Colley. Now Greco. Greco stays with it. Eventually had it stripped away. And Algonquin again shorthanded, trying to make something happen. And that will not be offside. Play carries on. A great self-pass by Lainey Colley. That's an intelligent play by Colley. Puck behind the net. Greco couldn't corral it. Algonquin fires it down the ice. 30 seconds left on the kill for the Titans. Greco taps it back for Hurley. Hurley lost it. Iannuzzi retrieves. Wound in behind the net. The power play is over for the Panthers. So Algonquin has Biagini out of the box, back to 5-on-5. And this will be an icing against Franklin. About 5 minutes played in the second period, still awaiting that all-important first goal of the game. Across the line, here is Joyce. Joyce lines one in deep. Franklin wins it back. A great move weaving through is Wernig. Wernig from end to end. Wernig had her shot deflected off the stick of Biagini and wide. Julia Flynn in the far corner. She'll wind it in behind the net. One back by Algonquin. Nice read by Flynn. However, it leads to a breakaway for Algonquin, and they score. Annie Biagini, the sophomore, cashes in. A bit of misfortune for the Panthers, and there is the game's opening goal. With 9:25 remaining in the second period, Annie Biagini breaks the deadlock. In fact, just about a minute ago, she came out of the penalty box after serving that penalty. And what does she do? She gets on the score sheet. 1-0. Algonquin leads. It looked like Franklin had possession of the puck. However, the puck just seeped through to an awaiting Biagini, who was all alone with a breakaway and a great finish. Really nothing Brown could do that time around. So how does Franklin respond now trailing? Fighting forward in the corner is O'Brien. O'Brien still with it. And she gets slammed against the wall. That will be a penalty on Algonquin. A rather easy call for the officials. And Franklin will have another power play, their second of the night. Going to the box for that cross check is Lauren O'Malley, the sophomore. She nearly went into the Franklin box. The referee made sure that was corrected. So Franklin with their second power play. Here's Julia Flynn. Flynn drops it back for Downing. Downing through traffic, all the way through and wide. Another chance. That indirect pass made its way to Flynn, but she couldn't collect. And Algonquin with short-handed, trying to weave through. And Downing contained her well, and ultimately got shoved down as Brown covered up. That was Emily Johns with the opportunity, short-handed. Johns wins the face-off, couldn't get a clean shot away. This is Lindsay Atkinson. Atkinson backhands it to the corner. Flynn, dangerous centering pass. Here's the shot, pad save from Matthews. Franklin still in the offensive zone, Downing with a drive. That's blocked by a teammate. Flynn will stay with it. Flynn cycles high. Downing the shot, and through traffic, Matthews tracks it down and covers up. Some really good looks for Franklin here. A player up, still 63 seconds left on the player advantage. Jammed on the face-off, it comes back to Downing. Shot is blocked. Getting a knee to it was Albanese. Now a drive by Colley, turned away by Matthews. And that was quite the collision between a couple of players. They're both back to their feet. Franklin on the right wing, another block by Albanese. Albanese trying to clear, she's tangled up. It's won back by the Panthers, centering pass. Colley's drive, turned away again by Matthews. It's a goaltending clinic here at Pirelli Veterans Arena. Colley tried to kick it to keep it in the zone, and it works. She'll go cross ice. Greco gives chase. Greco trying to move it up to the point. Can't do so. Blocked off on 2 occasions. And out of the box, and nearly getting to that puck was Brenna Joyce. Or excuse me, Lauren O'Malley it was. I beg your pardon. This is wound in all the way for Matthews to leave it for a teammate. Flynn trying to shield off the player while still maintaining possession. It's now a battle on the near side. Coming away with it is Biagini, the goal scorer for Algonquin. This will be sent towards Matthews. She covers, and a face-off will take place to the left of her. It's Hurley against Demolke. Demolke wins it. But Hurley fights for it and gets it right back. Up to the point. That was sent towards the slot by Auer, however, cleared away. Now chasing this one is Johns. Johns around the net. Indirect pass. And a fight for possession. Finally, it's poked loose and sent down ice by Franklin. And that will be an icing call. .528 remains in the second period. Annie Biagini's goal, just over 5 minutes into the second period, is the difference so far. Algonquin with an opportunity, pass back door, and passing up the shot was Demolke. If she turned around, she would have had a good look, and that should be offside. It is. All while Julia Flynn was tangled up with Olivia Bauer, who lost her stick for a moment. Face off in the neutral zone. Behind the Franklin net, it's Hannah Auer. Dennett all the way through, and now Flynn giving chase. Flynn hits the brakes and was outnumbered in the end, losing it to Demolke. Demolke, however, shielded off the puck by Shaw Downing. Unable to locate the puck was Greco, and Algonquin enters the Franklin zone. Tap back, shot saved by Brown, who rather quickly gets a glove on it. Franklin won the draw. However, the puck ends up behind the Panthers' net. Passed over to the circle, high shot, blocked that time by Dana Stott. Pass off the mark, and Algonquin has to reset. Iannuzzi. Over to the other side. Moved ahead for Stott, can't quite get there. She'll make a run at it. Greco helping out along the end boards. Now through some open ice, it's Glenn. Time winding down here in the second period. Here's Warnick. Warnick all alone, looking for supporting options. Franklin was making a change as Warnick goes cross corner. Atkinson tapping it over behind the net for the oncoming Haggerty. Puck still there behind the net. Atkinson shielding it, trying to find Haggerty. Left point, Auer drives it cross corner. Into center ice, that puck went. Franklin on the attack. Algonquin was making some changes. Couldn't quite take advantage to the Panthers. Atkinson cuts back. Lindsay Atkinson, by the way, as good as she is at hockey, committing to Merrimack to play lacrosse there next year. She's, of course, a senior for this team, as we have an icing call this time against the Titans. 2:24 left in the second. Julia Flynn. Flynn to the right point. Shot was sent wide by a stick. And now a dangerous pass in front. Flynn couldn't quite hit the target. Flynn getting aggressive, trying to help out her teammate Dana Stott. Stott goes down, play continues. Up top it goes. Auer a shot, left pad, saved by Matthews. Attempting to center it was Flynn. And another heavy collision along the boards. It's been a well-played game thus far. And unlike the season opener, very few goals. It was 4-4 in the season opener between these two teams. And here's Flynn. She's in with a chance. Flynn shoots. Sent it wide. Oh, she would love to have that one back. Julia Flynn just off the target. Here's Atkinson. Nice pass ahead for Hurley. Hurley through the slot. She goes down. Multiple players go down, and Franklin hits the bar. Hitting the crossbar was Lindsay Atkinson. All the while, about 3 or 4 players were down on the ice. Franklin a bit unlucky to not have found the equalizer. Now just 42 seconds left in the second period. And this will be no icing, despite Izzy Brown thinking it would be. Atkinson ahead to Hurley. Hurley has pace down the left wing. She'll hit the brakes. And that's Matthews getting a stick in there before, I believe, Greco was trying to get a touch. Franklin pouring on the chances in the last couple of minutes. Still nothing to show for on the scoreboard. 5 seconds left now. And Iannuzzi will just try to hold on to it in the corner. There is the buzzer, and 30 minutes in the books here at the Vet. What an eventful opening 2 periods of play it was. The score, Franklin 0, Algonquin 1, despite Franklin having some real good opportunities late in the period. They are still searching for that first goal. However, those opportunities could give Franklin some momentum heading into the third. Still a lot to decide in this one. The final 15 minutes of play are coming up shortly. We'll take a quick break. Keep the pictures with you. Don't go anywhere. The third period is coming up between Franklin and Algonquin, with Franklin trailing by a goal. Welcome back here to Pirelli Veterans Arena here in Franklin, Massachusetts. The Franklin Panthers hosting the Algonquin Titans. And through 2 periods of play, it's Algonquin with the 1-0 lead. However, still at least 15 more minutes to decide the outcome of this one. And Franklin, as I mentioned at the end of the second period, did have some pretty good opportunities inside the final 2 minutes or so of that second period. Perhaps they can bring some of that momentum here into the third in terms of creating chances and capitalizing on one of those. So this game far from over, there's no doubt about that. As the teams return to the ice, a fresh slate of ice. And here we go. Enjoy the final 15 minutes of regulation. It's Atkinson against Sarno, and Algonquin right away wins the draw and is into the offensive zone. A dangerous backhander was turned away by Brown, and she got a piece of her stick to it, I believe, on the effort by Johns. Algonquin keeps it in the offensive zone, centering pass, taken away for a moment by Franklin. Here is Avery Greco now. Greco lines one into the corner. Chasing it down is O'Malley. One back by Julia Flynn. Flynn cycles up to the left point. Kicking it forward was Iannuzzi. And finally the puck exits the zone. Down the left wing, it's Johns. Johns sent one on frame, and Brown stood up to make the save. Franklin clears it down ice, but it actually could lead to a chance as Hurley got on her motor. And now keeping up the persistent pressure is Lainey Colley. This is Lindsay Dennett. Dennett ahead to Flynn. Flynn with some great stick handling, however, lost it And this goes down for an icing call, just barely, against Algonquin. So the face-off coming back in the Algonquin end. Puck comes to the near side. Keeping it in is Auer. And now out to the neutral zone. Biagini, the goal scorer, centers it up. Franklin got back in a timely manner, and with it for a moment was Lindsay Dennett. Here's Dennett. She goes deep with it. Algonquin from behind their own net. No icing. Puck elevated high off the glass, remains in play, and that deflected shot saved by the adjusting Brown. She makes another stop as she shoves it away with her glove. And Franklin keeps this a one-goal game. Dennett sends it all the way down as she'll make a change. In comes Iannuzzi. Meanwhile, a scrum along the end boards. Franklin keeps it in for the moment. Greco closes down. Greco shielding the puck nicely. Moves it up for a chance, and the shot just wide from Stott. Iannuzzi will track this puck down. Couldn't quite connect with O'Brien. Now back for Iannuzzi. Shaw Downing, she has some space and she has speed. Downing closed down by O'Malley, and looking for support was Downing, eventually lost it. However, Julia Flynn is onto this puck. Kept in by Downing. 4 minutes played here in the final period from Pirelli Veterans Arena. And that will be an icing call against the Panthers. Atkinson wins this time against Sarno. Now it's Auer. There was a loose stick that got in the way of things. Out to center. Great steal. Hurley is onto that puck. Hurley chips it to the corner on the far side. Flynn chasing it down. Flynn moving towards goal. The puck was jammed near the post, and now it breaks free to the left point. Auer from distance, the redirection covered up by Matthews as Flynn and Albanese were tangled up in front of the goal crease. Trying to keep it in was Lindsay Dennett. Now it's Algonquin the other way. Along the wall, it's Wernick. Wernick drops it back for Lainey Colley, and offside is what the whistle's for. It's Atkinson against Sarno again. This time Sarno wins it, and it leads to an opportunity. Great stick handling. Here's the shot. Brown, the point blank save. Emily Johns was in with a golden chance. She made a great move to free herself up and create that breakaway opportunity, but Brown said not today, as another icing is called against Franklin. Panthers win the draw, now trying to clear the zone. It's back with Downing. Downing for Iannuzzi. Oh, the puck was loose all the way through the crease. In fact, it looked like it went across the goal line without Brown knowing where it was. Somehow stayed out. And now Hurley ahead for Stott. Stott trips up, and it'll be recovered by Olivia Bauer. Down the left wing. Could be a chance, however, Biagini is closed down by Downing. Nice pass up to the high slot, and a glove save by Brown on the wrister from Olivia Bauer. Algonquin wins it. Nice block shot by Warnig. However, the chance not done. Multiple redirections in front of goal. Now it's behind the net. Swirling free is Demolke. Demolke indirect feed, and that shot was a high one from Brenna Joyce. It's good work by Lindsay Dennett, and she is all by herself down the right wing. It's a little bit too much on that last touch, and Algonquin out to the neutral zone. Downing closed down and has it turned over. Biagini sends it around. Now Demolke. She can't win it as Colley helped out Dennett. Oh, there was an option cross ice. Calling for the puck on this near side was Warnig. Flynn couldn't find her. Under 8 minutes left here in regulation. Franklin still trailing by a goal to none. Shot from the left circle. Getting a piece was Izzy Brown. One back by Downing. Downing puts her head down and speeds up ice. Look at her go all the way to the end boards. Now tries to center it. They can't clear just yet, Algonquin. That shot saved. Rebound chance, and unable to sort her skates out was Bridget Haggerty. However, Franklin's still in the offensive zone, trying to wind one towards goal with Stott. Greco, she gets taken out. Coach Lubin was calling for a trip. The officials disagree, and now Franklin resets as that puck exits the zone. High off the glass goes Downing. Franklin able to tag up, and they're right back, forcing Algonquin under some pressure. Back it comes to Downing. Downing seeking out Greco, and she was able to dig that puck out as it was locked between the boards and her skate. Algonquin now. O'Malley, the self-pass. O'Malley will get there. Holds, cycles to the point. Shot from distance, and Brown able to keep an eye on that puck and cover up as that puck was jammed right near the post. Now just over 6 minutes left. Algonquin wins it. Here's the shot, another redirected effort Getting to there first was Warnick, and it could lead to a breakout chance for Molly Hurley. Hurley hits the brakes, makes a move, shoots, and it's just wide across the face of goal. Wraparound chance now. Warnick's effort blocked. Moved ahead for Johns to give chase. However, it's icing. Franklin wins it. Shot there, just wide right from Lindsay Dennett. Stott staying with it. Nicely done by Stott, except offside is called as Greco had entered the zone, tried to keep her back skate on the blue line. Couldn't quite do so. Here is Avery Greco. Greco, nice find. Stott enters the offensive zone. Stott now looking for help. And now this puck will go all the way down for another icing call against Algonquin, but that is a sign that Franklin has been the ones applying the pressure as of late, trying to keep that puck in the Algonquin end and create some opportunities. They have 5 more minutes to find the equalizer. And offside called as Warnick touched the puck. Faceoff will be brought to the far side in front of the Algonquin bench. Fighting for it is Lindsay Atkinson. Atkinson in a battle with DeMolke, and we'll have a penalty here against Algonquin. So Atkinson and DeMolke getting very physical over on that far side, and the penalized player will be Bryn DeMolke, the junior. Our first penalty of the third period, and it comes with 4:29 remaining. And what a chance this is for Franklin to cash in with a goal. Franklin has been shut out once this season, and that was a 1-0 loss at King Philip. Trying to avoid that happening for a second time. Oh, that was settled down nicely by Atkinson, who couldn't quite get a shot off. Now it's Dennett behind the Algonquin net. Franklin wasting no time on the power play. Great cross-ice feed. There's the shot. Save made. Rebound. 3 saves there from Matthews. And the whistle sounds as the goal came out of its place. But you have to love the start to the power play if you're Franklin coach Mike Lubin. Only 20 seconds gone on the power play. Face-off controlled by the Panthers. The drive by Dennett, redirected by Atkinson, and another cover-up by Caitlin Matthews. She's been stellar in goal, trying to preserve the shutout. Down low, it's Stana Stott. Puck comes free for Atkinson. Atkinson looking to center. And that's an offside call. Or do we have a penalty? No, we have a penalty, folks. So that is a killer for Franklin, as Julia Flynn will go to the penalty box. So what was a Franklin power play turns into a 4-on-4 for the next 113, and then it'll be Algonquin with a brief power play of their own. Right off the face-off, it's a chance for Algonquin. 4-on-4 for the moment. Skating the goal line and trying to backhand it short side was Glenn. Glenn still with possession. Glenn trying to take it on herself at the moment, passes it off, and a powerful shot by Johns missed the target. Puck comes out to the point with Glenn. She lost it, or at least briefly. Now regains control and lets Franklin take over. Shaw Downing. Downing with speed. Her effort blocked. Kept in the offensive zone by Colley. Colley, nice pass for Dennett, and she gets taken out. That will be a delayed penalty against Algonquin. So Algonquin touches the puck. There is the whistle, and it will now be a 4-on-3 for 7 seconds. Going to the box for Algonquin is Lauren O'Malley. So all of a sudden the intensity really picking up in the late stages. So it'll be 4-on-3 for 7 seconds. Ooh, and that could have been another trip. No call. Out of the box for Algonquin is Demolke. So we're back to a 4-on-4 momentarily. There's a shot by Dennett. Save made. The puck's still loose. The official blew it dead. However, that puck never appeared to have been covered up by Matthews. So a bit of a controversial stoppage with 2:18 left. Won by the Panthers. Dennett a drive, redirected, and Matthews got her left pad to it. What a save. Dennett tries to center it. It's intercepted and taken the other way by the Titans. With speed, it's Sarno. Sarno had her shot turned away by Brown. Moved ahead for Molly Hurley. And there is a chance. Lindsay Atkinson, however, closed down at the last second by Sarno. Bodies falling everywhere. Julia Flynn has served her penalty. And so she's out of the box. Franklin will now have the power play for 1 minute and 3 more seconds. And it looks like Franklin will use its timeout. So Coach Lubin calls a timeout with 1:38 remaining in regulation. A chance for all of us, really, to take a deep breath for 1 second, because this has been a frantic last couple of minutes with Franklin desperately trying to find the equalizer, and they've come oh so close on multiple occasions. However, as it stands, it's Algonquin with a 1-0 lead over Franklin. As a reminder, it's still 1:03 left on this power play that Franklin has. So, and then you also wonder if Coach Lubin will decide to pull the goalie, pull Izzy Brown, to make it a potential 6-on-4 with the net empty. But 1:38 is still a good chunk of time for Franklin to create some last gasp opportunities, perhaps, and try to send this game to overtime. That was the case when these two teams met in the season opener. However, that was a much more high-scoring affair. 4-4 was the final after overtime in that one. So Coach Lubin talking things over with his team, trying to make sure Franklin makes the most of these final 98 seconds. The Panthers have been shut out in large part thanks to the great goaltending of Caitlin Matthews. She's been impressive for the Titans. Atkinson wins an important faceoff. Now Dennett leaves it for Dana Stott. Stott sends it towards goal, and Matthews will cover up. Flynn decided to chip some ice onto Matthews. Perhaps a little naughty from Julia Flynn. You can say she knew what she was doing there, but no harm done as play resumes. It's Flynn in the far corner. Stott now. Dana Stott shields the puck nicely to find Lindsay Atkinson. Stott again. She'll get it to Flynn. Flynn behind the net. She'll cycle high. Franklin pulls the goalie. No, Brown will get back to her goal. A breakaway chance, and there's the dagger. Emily Johns puts this game to bed. 2-0 Algonquin leads. With 56 seconds left, it's a short-handed goal for the Titans that surely puts this game to rest. Emily Johns with the second goal of the game for Algonquin. 2-0 they lead, and it was unfortunate there because it appeared as though Coach Lubin asked Izzy Brown to come out for the extra skater, and he'll do that again. So Brown to the bench, extra skater on the ice for Franklin, but they're running out of time with just 35 seconds left. So on that goal, Brown was halfway to the bench, had to go back, realizing that Algonquin was on the attack, and even though she got back to her crease, she just couldn't quite get set back between the pipes to make a real effort at that one, and it was a nice finish from Johns. .27 seconds remaining, and the power play is all over for Franklin as they leave the net empty with an extra skater on. And this will be a goal for Algonquin. An empty netter from distance. Lauren O'Malley says good night with 22 seconds remaining. What an effort there by O'Malley. You rarely see goals from the defensive zone, even if it's an empty netter at the high school level. That is very rare. Great accuracy from Lauren O'Malley, the sophomore, to make it 3-0. So Bravo, for whatever reason, unable to take part in the face-off. Instead, Linda Hu comes in. Here's Julia Flynn. Franklin trying to get a consolation goal in the dying seconds. This puck now behind the Algonquin net. 10 seconds remaining. This will be cleared down ice. And will we have an icing? No, not quite. And that will do it from Pirelli Veterans Arena. It's all over as the Franklin Panthers fall to the Algonquin Titans. 3-0 is your final score after these two teams tied 4-4 in the season opener. The rematch was a good one. The scoreline a bit deceiving. This was a 1-0 game all the way until 55 seconds remained, and Algonquin scored the dagger on a breakaway with a shorthanded opportunity. Well, Credit to Algonquin. It's a shutout for goaltender Caitlin Matthews. Algonquin improves to 6-1-1. Franklin falls to 4-6-1. The Panthers will next be on ice Saturday at 4:30 p.m. here at the Vet to take on Medway. Make sure you tune into that one. We'll have it covered for you right here on Franklin TV. Well, for our awesome producer and camera operator tonight, Chris Flynn, I'm Sam Reese signing off saying we'll see you next time here on Franklin TV.